Hi there, this is Ranjit, and in this video let's do the unboxing and have a first look at the Samsung Galaxy A70s. And as you can see, this is how the box looks like, and here it gives us some of the specs. And this will come with 128 gigabytes of internal storage. It comes in 6 or 8 gigabytes of RAM, and as you can see, this is the 6 GB variant, and obviously it comes with a Super AMOLED screen, triple rear facing camera, 64 megapixel main camera on this one, and this one has a massive screen that's actually almost it's a 6.5 inch rounded, but it's about 6.7 inch screen. So let's have a closer look. And the pricing is out. It says about 31,000, but for the 6 GB variant it will be about 28,999, and for the 8 GB RAM variant it will be 30,999. So again, a slight premium that you're going to pay for Samsung. And here looks like we'll have a case, and yes, this is a TPU case and some paperwork and all those things. So this is what you're getting. I'll just keep that to the side. Let's see what else do we get. And we get the handset itself in this one. This comes out like this, and this is in the red color, red maroonish, as you can see. We'll come back to this a bit later. And here in the box, you do get a headset in the box. It's nice that they are providing. So we are getting this, and this will be your Type-C cable on the, as you can see, Type-C. So that's nice, and I'm happy that they are finally bundling that super fast charger. This is actually a 25-watt fast charger in the box. So this is actually a nice thing, and you also have a SIM ejector tool. So that's what we have in the box. Let me keep this thing to the side for now, and let's look at the handset itself. So here is the handset itself, and as you can see, the back is again that polycarbonate back with this pattern. As you can see, it gives that pattern if you move around like this. And on the top, we have a secondary noise cancellation microphone, and this body is made up of polycarbonate, and some plastic is attached over here. And here we have the volume rockers and the power on off button. And the bottom will be the main speaker, main microphone, Type-C port, 3.5mm headphone jack. And let's remove this. Yeah, a lot of plastic is over here. And here we have the SIM tray. So let's open this up now and have a look. By the way, guys, as I've told you, the both variants, 6 GB RAM and 8 GB, come with 128 gigabytes of internal storage. So let's see. And nice to see that still they are providing a dedicated micro SD card slot. So that's actually a nice thing. And let's put this back. The front facing camera is supposed to be 32 megapixel. Back we have the triple camera setup, 48 megapixel wide angle, ultra wide, and the depth. So let me do one thing. Let me just power this on. And by the time it actually boots up and I set it up, let me give you a configuration overview. The Samsung Galaxy A70s is having a 6.7 inch Super AMOLED Full HD Plus screen. It's powered by the Snapdragon 675 SoC, which is octa-core processor. It has the Adreno 612 GPU. It comes in 6 or 8 gigabytes of RAM, 128 gigabytes of internal storage. Moving to the camera, it's a triple camera setup. The main camera is a 64 megapixel. Then we have an 8 megapixel that's ultra wide. Then we have a 5 megapixel that's for depth. Front facing camera is a 32 megapixel. It also has Dolby Atmos and NFC support, and a 4500 milliamp hour battery with a 25-watt fast charger. So guys, here is the Samsung Galaxy A70s, and I have set it up, and as you can see, guys, it also comes with the One UI, and some Amazon apps were preloaded on this, and even Daily Hunt and stuff over here. And I've installed some apps like Antutu, Android. Those were not installed, but let's see if we can uninstall some of the junkware like Daily Hunt. Yes, you could remove it. So you can remove some of the junkware that is there. And this is having a Super AMOLED screen. Hence, as you can see, the viewing angles are really good. And if you notice, no physical fingerprint scanner here, as it has this in-display fingerprint scanner. And as you can see, it's over here. And that also actually works. So here it is, and here we have some quick toggles over here. Another thing that I noticed is that this one also has NFC, hence it also has Samsung Pay option, and you also have this option of always on display. You can enable it or disable it, but here if you go over here, always on tap to show is enabled. We don't want that. We want always on to be there. So instead of this show always, you can put or show as scheduled. Now if we just switch this off, as you can see, it takes a second. You get this always on display. So that is there. Let me unlock. And this is having the Snapdragon 675 SoC, so it should handle everything on this fine without any issues. So now let's go under the hood and see what we get if we go to about the phone. As you can see over here, if we go to software information, it's running on the One UI version 1.1 and Android version is Android Pie that we are getting on this one. And it also has Knox, so if you're a corporate user, you can use that. And if you go back over here, we already got a software update. As you can see, I'll apply this later. So it updates the security patch to September and all those things. So I'll update it later, guys. And let's see the storage. How much do we get? Let's go to device care and let's go to storage. And as I mentioned earlier, both the variants 6GB RAM and 8GB RAM come with 128GB of storage. I've installed some apps as I've told you, and even took some photographs. So roughly we'll get about 110GB. Here it's showing me about 106, but I've installed some apps and stuff. So that's regarding the UI, and that's fine. As you can see, and the handset actually feels very comfortable to hold in the hand. It simply does not feel any heavy, and the in-display fingerprint scanner also works. But now let's look at the camera, because I feel again camera is an important point on this one. It has the new 64 megapixel camera, as you can see over here, and 8 megapixel that ultra wide and 5 megapixel for them, and front facing is a 32. So definitely a camera centric phone. Let's switch it on. And by default you get to this interface. As you can see, let me see if you're able to see it here, and this is the regular, and if you click this, it goes to the wide angle mode like this. It goes really wide, and obviously you have this live focus, that is the portrait mode, and you can even actually adjust how much background blur you want. Let's say if you want a lot, you can adjust that, and it says effect is ready. And notice no shutter lag that we are noticing in the image, and you can also change the background effect after taking the photograph. As you can see, you can adjust it. So this is actually a nice thing. You can increase it or decrease it. So that's actually a very nice thing that they are offering. I love all this editor and all those things. Let me just get out of this, and let's also look at the front facing camera. And we also have the pro mode, guys. If you want more control over it, you have, and even the night mode is there. But let's just go back to the regular mode, and over here we have the front facing camera. It's just a single lens, but goes a little bit wide if you want, like this, but just a single lens. Let's just go to the regular mode, and here also we have the light focus, and you can adjust how much background blur you want. So let me do one thing, guys. Let me actually take some sample shots with this one so that you have a better idea regarding the camera. So these are shot with the rear facing camera, and as you can see, it has a lot of detail because of that 64 megapixel shooter. And this was taken in the wide angle lens. Again, regular shot, and this was taken in the wide angle lens. And now for some close-up macro shots, here also I feel it actually did much better than I anticipated, as you can see with the samples. And also in sharpness, it has a lot of sharpness, and some human subjects shots. And I feel the skin tones were produced very well on this one, as you can see. And now with the portrait mode, this was taken in the portrait mode. Now moving to the front facing camera, the 32 megapixel front facing camera also does a very good job, and this was with the bokeh portrait mode. Now moving to artificial indoor lighting conditions, here also as you can see, it did actually pretty good considering it was shot in completely artificial lighting. And these are again some more sample shots of human subjects in artificial lighting, and this was in the portrait bokeh mode. So guys, that's it for now for the unboxing and first look at the Samsung Galaxy A70s. So what do you guys think about the Samsung Galaxy A70s? Do let me know in the comment section below. That's it for now. Thanks for watching. This is Ranjit, and I hope to see you in my next video. Take care, guys.